basically the last topic is, should all drugs be legalised?
Yes.
Now this conversation started with me saying to Jay, I think should we be legalised?
Yeah.
And you said...
I don't even remember what I said.
Well, you disagreed because you was like, we would both agree with that.
Yeah. I was like, we both agree with it, so it'd be like it wouldn't be a very deep discussion, and we'd both be like, weed should be legalised. But I said instead...
And then Jay said something shocking.
Because I think all drugs should be legalised, isn't it?
And that's a mad thing.
And I think you wouldn't agree with that, so I think that would be a much better discussion.
That is mad, fam.
Okay, so tell me why you think that the fucking... the prohibition of drugs and all these illegal substances is a good thing. Tell me why you think that's cool.
Why it's illegal.
Yeah, why you think it being illegal is cool.
Well, all of them apart from weed, I think, should be illegal.
Why?
Including alcohol. I think alcohol needs to go in there.
Why? Because the thing is, when alcohol was illegal, people still drank.
Yeah.
So
that's probably why they made it illegal, because they wanted to make money off of it.
If drugs are illegal, people are still going to take drugs. Like, I don't understand. It makes certain people it makes certain people afraid of the consequences of taking drugs and partaking in such things.
Especially these hard drugs, fam. These hard drugs, the consequences are mad.
But you should know the consequences of taking drugs.
Fam, we need laws in this society.
I think the consequences of taking drugs should be enough to stop someone from taking drugs. Like, if I know what happens to someone on heroin, I'm not going to want to try heroin.
Alright.
So whether it's legal or not, I'm not going to be shooting myself up with heroin, fam. It's just not going to happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. You think all drugs should be legalised, but do you think there should be at least an age limit on that?
Yes. I think an age limit on drugs should be good.
So you don't think kids should be taking drugs?
Nah, of course not. Because obviously I think that everyone needs to be educated on drugs. Like, everyone needs to know what type of drugs they're getting and stuff like that. So I think in order to go and buy drugs, maybe there should be like a drugstore or whatever, like a drug shop.
Drugs.
Yeah, like loads of different
crack,
different fucking
like a crack aisle. Oh, I need some.
Not an aisle. No, because then people just be shooting up in the aisle. No, I think it should be. Like when you're at the fucking the petrol station and you got the glass and stuff. I think there should be like a guy with a glass, and there should be like but there should be like 5 guys. So let's say like there's loads of different cubicles for like the different drugs, and you just go to the guy, tell him what you want, you give him your money, and then he gives you an educational speech on what this drug will do for you and whatnot. And then if you still want to go through with it, if you still want to go through with it, he'll be like, "Are you sure?" And then you'll be like, this is what I want, this is what I like, and then he gives it to you, and then you just go do your drugs. I think people should be able to take responsibility for themselves of what they put in their bodies. I don't think the government should say, nah, you're not allowed to do this stuff. Because some people might really love a drug, and then it's illegal, and then they use it, and then they go jail for it. And I think it's terrible for you to be detained for putting something in your own body. Like, that doesn't make any sense for me. I think there should be like restrictions on drugs. Like, drugs should be sold through these particular ways so that there's less harm and whatnot. I understand that. If that's happening, then hopefully drugs wouldn't lead to like crime and stuff, because like crackheads might go wild to try to get more money for crack. But then there should be like loads of easy jobs for crackheads. Like, there should a company.
What are you going on about?
No, someone should make an idea of like little jobs that crackheads can do, and then just hire loads of crackheads. You know, like painting or something.
I think there probably is a job.
Like just building, like just physical labor, something that crackheads can do. Like, just I don't know what crackheads are good for, because I don't know any crackheads, but I think that is a great idea. I think in the drug economy that would work out great. So then there's jobs for crackheads, and obviously other drug users, because you can't just discriminate them. The trappers can get jobs at the pharmacy or whatever. You can cook the crack or something. I don't know. It's gonna be stress for the trappers.
Yeah, fam.
Yeah, because the drugs will probably be cheaper and better at the shops.
Yeah.
They just gotta buy it from the shops, innit? Or maybe buy it from Nah, because then that would still bypass the whole like restriction process. I think that drugs should be restricted and only bought through that process that I described. I think that just selling it on the roads shouldn't be cool, except for herb, because like, there's nothing wrong with that. Well, unless you're crazy, then you probably shouldn't be smoking herb. It's not good for you.
When you break it down like that way with the little guy, the little dot, I can imagine, and like a little doctor behind the cubicle, and like telling you like, so he's basically giving you the facts about this, telling you not to take it basically, but not saying.
He's telling you exactly what you'll get from it. He's giving you the facts, tell you exactly how to make it feel.
And then it's up to them to do it. And then also you could probably still get a register of like who is on drugs and stuff. And you know when some. And
I think there'll probably be better health like services dedicated to people who take drugs and may like get, I don't know, be affected by the side effects and stuff. I think just having them in a legal place where people can go in and like
should we all put them somewhere as well? Just pick them all up and take them somewhere.
What, people who consume? No, that's segregation. That's segregation and whatnot. No, that's not cool. I just think that because it's legal, it will probably like the drugs will probably get better and they'll be easier to use with, and they'll be able to filter out the bad side effects eventually, because more people will be doing research on it, because they can make bare peas from selling drugs, innit? So they'll probably be trying to make the drugs bigger and better so that they don't fuck people up as much, like health-wise. But they'll probably be trying to make it super addictive.
Do you know why they kind of already do this, but they do it in a different way?
What do they do?
They and also, to all you out there that know me and watch Khaled, you know who they are.
Shadowy organisation.
They
of reptiles.
They don't want us to win, but I was thinking about it because when you said segregation, and I was gonna, but I'll let you continue your point, and I was thinking there already kind of is segregation, because when you think about it, you can look in the map of London and be like, that's where they are. Like those are the ends where you'd probably find a crackhead or someone on drugs.
Yeah, but
there's a lot of trappers that
rich people snort coke, fam.
Yeah,
and take heroin and stuff like that.
But they don't live next door to a drug dealer. You never know. You never know. Drug dealers are out here making peas and moving into nice houses and keeping the DL and whatnot. Yeah, that's the plug though. That's not going to be the one that's down at the bottom.
Yeah, poor drug dealers got to live in poor neighborhoods.
Exactly. So there is a segregation, basically, what I'm saying.
Rich drug dealers and poor drug dealers do not have the same habitat. It's just stress for them. There's segregation there, definitely.
And then I was thinking, instead of having like the guy behind the cubicle or whatever, they'll just be like, oh yeah, then they would do it. They'll be selling to them. Like, this is they talking about us. Not us, but like, because it's not about that life, but like, there's a lot of people.
This is very confusing. They. Yes. Just saying small words and just with big meanings.
Yeah. And then, you know what? This is the reason why they've kept it illegal, so they can put more people in prison.
Yeah, I think that is the only result of it. Like, poor people who are trying to sell drugs in order to make money are gonna go to jail. And yeah, people who take drugs shouldn't go to jail. I think that's fucking dumb. But yeah, it's just terrible. I don't think having drugs should make you go jail. I think that's dumb.
I think the hard ones, it makes sense. Even though I do know what they are doing, but it kind of makes sense.
Why? Unless you're fucking outside the school fucking syringing kids with heroin.
Madness.
If you're selling drugs to people who want the drugs, you're just supplying someone else's demand.
It's just wrong.
Yeah, it is wrong. I would never sell
someone.
I would never sell hard drugs myself. But if someone wants to buy hard drugs, then they're gonna find.
You know, it's a good point though. Why are drugs legal but suicides? No, why are drugs illegal and suicide is legal?
Suicide is illegal.
It's basically the same. Oh, suicide is illegal.
I swear, suicide is illegal.
So if you try to commit suicide, and you don't die, you get sent to jail.
I don't think that's how it works. But I'm sure it's not legal somewhere. I don't know if it's legal in the UK.
Because I'm sure it's
but
illegal.
I'm sure it's illegal somewhere, and I think someone has been prosecuted for
trying to commit
suicide.
suicide.
I think that I have seen a story of that.
Because I basically think that taking these hard drugs is basically suicide. Like it says, the Suicide Act 1961 is an act of Parliament in the United Kingdom. It is decriminalised the act of suicide in England. It decriminalised it.
Okay, so it's not
So
illegal
that
anymore.
those who failed in the attempt to kill themselves would no longer be prosecuted.
But it was illegal at one
It
point.
was
Now
illegal
it's legal.
before 1961. So it's legal, fam.
Because it's stress if you try to kill yourself and then you get sent to jail. Like, really, that's going to stop you being suicidal.
But
now.
why is that? Why is that legal and taking drugs illegal? You know what? It makes sense.
Yeah, but they're not saying, okay, go commit suicide. Like, it's still frowned upon, and people don't generally like say suicide is something that you should do.
No.
It's just not illegal. That's why I think drugs should be the same. Like, it's not illegal. It's not people saying, yeah, you should do drugs and stuff like that. I think there should be restrictions on it. It shouldn't just be outright everywhere. And it should be really controlled and whatnot.
So that's what criminals should say when they get found with drugs and they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna send you to jail." No, I was trying to commit suicide.
Oh,
What are you gonna
no,
do?
but you get prosecuted for having the drugs.
Okay.
Like that's where there's possession.
You fight back.
There's a crime for possession and there's a crime for intent to supply. So if you got a certain amount of drugs, then they'll prosecute you for intent to supply. So like if you got 2 ounces on you, you probably get intent to supply. You might even get a conspiracy.
So you think drugs should be all drugs should be legal? I still
You
disagree.
think all drugs shouldn't be legal?
No, I still disagree, fam. There's some mad drugs out there, fam.
But why do you think they should be illegal? Why shouldn't people have the right to choose what they want to put in their body?
Because at least scare them from doing it, from killing themselves.
Is that what you think happens because
It doesn't
drugs are
happen
illegal?
because they still do it.
Yeah, people take drugs, Tam. People who want to take drugs are going to take drugs. Making it illegal just means that people who want to take drugs are going to go to jail for taking drugs, which is a worse place to put someone who likes drugs because they're probably going to have drugs in jail or have a shitty time in jail, come out and not be able to get a job and then like get strung out on drugs and not even be able to support themselves and just live a terrible life. Like there's no good that comes from that. Making it legal isn't going to make people who didn't want to take drugs and know the consequences of whatever drugs they're taking want to go and fucking take the drugs. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think the government would ever do that though?
Well, make drugs legal.
Yeah.
Bruv, any politician that tries to do that,
You're gonna vote for them.
no, they won't be able to get elected. And they'll be blackballed. They'll be fucked. That's why no politicians do that.
I swear there's
Because they have to sway to public opinion, and public opinion right about now is probably want drugs to be illegal because that's what they know. When people know something, they want to stay with it. Like making drugs legal is too much of a radical change for people to accept.
Fam, you're the type of guy that would like to do the purge, innit?
Nah, that's dead. I don't think crime should be illegal. That's not the same thing. I think selling definitely weed should be legal. Like that, I think that would reduce crime. I don't know. I'm hoping that making drugs legal would reduce crime. Maybe they should just make all the drugs that make you calm down legal. Like opiates and stuff.
Yeah, man. Fuck all the crazy shit, man. That crack.
Nah, but then all drugs should be legal. Maybe you just have to go in like a controlled environment where you like snort a line of coke or whatever, and then you just chill in this drug bar for a little while. Yeah, that seems like an idea. Like just have drug clubs.
These exist already. That's the thing.
Yeah, but to make it to advertise it as a drug club, like all the druggies can come here and it's legal to do whatever. We got a smack den. We got a weed corner.
Saturday smack day. Weed Wednesdays.
Yeah, I think that would be cool. Don't you think these are good ideas?
It's man. It's mad.
Like as long as it's regulated and it's controlled, what is wrong?
Sounds
with,
like Sodom and Gomorrah.
What is wrong with allowing people to?
You know what that is? You know what that is, isn't it?
Yeah, some city full of sin in the Bible.
It just
or something.
sounds like sin, fam.
Why would you stop people from doing what they want to do? I don't understand that. Why? How is that cool?
Laws and restrictions, man.
Yeah, but on fucking harming yourself.
To teach the kids. The kids need to know that this is bad.
But just tell them that don't take fucking hard drugs because they're terrible.
Don't take this, but it's legal. You can.
Yeah,
that's bullshit.
Bruv, why not? Tell them don't do this, but of course you can do it. Just like you'll tell your daughter not to like fuck loads of guys and get pregnant, but of course she can do it. You're hoping that she listens to you.
You don't tell
People can make their choices. No, I'm not saying you can do it. I'm not saying say that. I'm just saying tell them don't, but they know that they can. Like, don't tell them that they can. Like, why would you stop someone, like someone who's 25, who just came home from the office, yeah? It was a dead day, didn't make enough trades or whatever, and he wants a line of coke, and you're telling him he can't have his line of coke. Man. Why? Why? Because if all he's gonna do is snort his line of coke, yeah, smoke a cigarette, and read the newspaper, the Financial Times or whatever, and do some work, yeah, are you telling me this guy shouldn't have this opportunity? Like, why? Why not?
Drugs are bad.
Why? Who says so? Because I think drugs are illegal because, like, it was hard to make money off them.
Yeah, that and to keep putting niggas in jail.
Yeah. Because black people started to profit off drugs. That's why they became illegal.
So it's an interesting topic.
And minorities and stuff.
We have to talk about that a bit more. Flipping, what are we on?
We're at 56 minutes.
Alright, cool.
So you want to end it?
Yeah, I guess so.
So you're still saying no to drugs?
I'm not sure, you know. I'm on a
Come on, I must have swayed you over, man.
I don't know, mate.
Yes to drugs, man.
I don't know.
Drugs should be legal. Let everyone take what they want to take, but just give them sufficient warning so they don't, smoke crack.
We gotta have restrictions out of there.
I did say restrictions. I say don't make it illegal. People shouldn't be prosecuted for just having a bit of sniff or doing a tab of LSD. That shouldn't be illegal.
The actual system should be set up for that. You get prosecuted, you go and get clean and change your life around when you come out. That's the problem. The problem is them. The prison system ain't working. That's what the real problem is. Well, then
don't fucking send them to jail. Don't make it illegal.
They should get sent to jail.
Just send them to rehab or something. Like, why would you send someone to jail? You think jail is a good place for someone who is an addict? Or someone who's just trying drugs or selling it. You think jail is a good place?
If you're selling a lot of
that's just gonna perpetuate the same thing, because if you go to jail, your job opportunities dwindle. You probably have a terrible time. You come out, but you're upset at the world.
That's why the jail system isn't working, because they should be in there learning things, and you get what I mean, and not getting depressed, like getting mentoring, getting motivation. When they come out, they've
jail should basically be like a school.
Yeah. That's how it should be working, but they've not made it like that. They've made it something where it's a vicious cycle, where it's somewhere where they can chill and be comfortable and just get hench and get what I mean.
Chill and be comfortable and get hench.
Yeah, and then they come out and they're hench and they're gassed, and the man them are gassing them.
Bro, going to jail will just make you become a bigger criminal.
Exactly. That's exactly.
Just going to jail does.
That's what it does. That shouldn't be the way. I've met someone that I met him at my uni. He wasn't going to my uni, but he was working around the area. And he told me he was friends with one of the persons that I went uni with. And then he was telling me how he went jail, and he came out with a qualification, and then went and worked in that qualification, and he's worked his way up, and like he basically done the jail system how it should be done. Like,
okay,
you get what I mean? He cleaned his life up. So it is possible, but they're not making it. Like, that's the real problem. Sort out the jail system.
So that we can prosecute people for taking drugs that they like and putting it in their own bodies. I think you definitely shouldn't be prosecuted for like self-medicating. Just taking drugs and doing what you want to do. I
slightly understand self-medicating.
As I said, when I said all drugs should be legal, I didn't say people should be able to sell them. I said it should be like sold in this like restricted fashion that I described before.
Yeah.
So that is what I'm saying for the world of legal drugs, not it just being a free market out on the streets.
Yeah.
And like just drugs.
I do
everywhere.
agree with that.
Maybe still selling drugs and just not possession of drugs shouldn't be illegal, but just selling drugs and stuff shouldn't be legal, I guess. But the drugs itself should be legal. But, you know what I'm saying? As long as you're getting it sold by a registered drug dealer.
But no, I can't accept that headline.
Yeah, I think you should have registered drug dealers. That would be sick.
All drugs legal.
Like you go through like a
sounds mad,
a little school program or whatever. They tell you don't sell drugs to kids, don't do anything bad, like don't sell to these type of people.
They're registered drug dealers.
Yeah, and
then we can have an app.
They give you the educational spiel that you have to give to people who want to buy drugs, and like
weed Uber.
Yeah, and then you just call your registered drug dealer. They come, they deliver it, and like and
it's proper and it's
about this drug here. This is what it does to you. Blah blah blah. These are the side effects. If this happens, maybe take a glass of water.
I need to see your registered car dealer, drug dealer cards. Because I'm not buying off any trapper out here in these streets. I need to see that the ID.
You should have a little ID thing.
You have
to register as well, just in case you start selling to kids and people can easily find you. So you have to be doing it by the books. Because you're a registered drug dealer and it's a legal job. I think, bruv, that's the future. That is the future. I think that is the future, and that should definitely happen. And we just hit an hour in the podcast, so I guess that's the point that you guys should take home. And
let us know what you think, man, please, because I don't know, mate. I don't know. I agree with weed, but the rest of them is a bit mad. But let us know what you think, man.
Let us know, man. I think it's a great future that we can look forward to, and it'll change a lot of things for the better. To be honest.
All right. Follow and what do they follow us on Twitter?
Follow us on Twitter at Jay Cartere and
at Michael Rose 94. And
just like and follow us on SoundCloud. Subscribe rate and review on iTunes. Repost on SoundCloud as well. That's great. And like and subscribe on YouTube and leave us a comment with your opinions and all that sort of stuff.
On everywhere. YouTube, SoundCloud, iTunes.
And you can send us your topics on Twitter. Just write #talk about it at the end.
Yes, please.
Just talk to us, innit?
Safe, man. Thanks for listening.
See you next time, guys.